more around the more sensitive parts of your skin and muscles to help just ease the tension. It'd probably take me about 2 days to do. If you don't mind, just waiting and holding it here with me. I should be able to get that done. I usually charge about, I think for a special project like this, I'll probably charge you about 20 gold pieces if you don't mind.
That's fine.
All right, and can I help any of you other fine gentlemen?
No, just trying to get to point B.
To point B?
Just saying. To get to the destination.
All right. I personally prefer the journey, but you do however you like, Mr. Genasi.
You do you, boo-boo. You do you.
So, yeah. After that, where would you guys like to go right now?
I don't even remember what we were even planning on doing. Fireball guy. I thought we came to the conclusion that we were not getting anywhere with that.
So, you guys did get a little bit of help from DeVille, and I think he told you. Oh yeah, there was another piece of information that was, I think, missed. Is you got that one of the kids saw what he, I think it was the kid that Dak was talking to, said he saw what he thought was like a metal man. It was just briefly touched upon.
Metal man.
He saw a metal man, and then that brought up to DeVille, and then DeVille said that sounds like something that was associated with the clerics that worship Gong, the god Gong, and to go to the church, the Church of Inspired Hands.
All right.
Okay, that's fine with me. Let's go do that.
No,
Because it was refreshed into our memories.
pretty much.
So, I believe he also gave you the location of it, which I will say is probably it's back in the dock ward a little bit near the. It's actually a little closer to like the edge of the dock ward, and a little to the north here. It's kind of considered the sea ward. It'll take you about 20 minutes to get there.
Let's start our journey, crew. Unless there's anything else we need to do out this way.
Nope.
Nope.
I
Well,
think
as long
I'm good
as-
for now.
As long as you know. Alright, yeah. Let's carry on with the questing.
Carry on with the questing. So, you guys make your way to the sea ward. It takes about 30 minutes to get there. By foot. Alright, so. Just gonna give this.
Oh, what time of day is it?
Well, you guys have been out for a little while today. You're probably about midday, probably about 2 to 3 in the afternoon.
Okay.
All right, so you turn the corner onto Shark Street, and you see this large golden temple that looks like a cross between a traditional temple of worship and a workshop. The symbol of Gond, a toothed cog with 4 spokes, is displayed prominently. You see the silhouette of a humanoid shape perching on the rooftop. It extends an arm, releasing a tiny metal sparrow into the sky. The bird does a few loops in the air and veers right towards you.
Weird.
I get ready to catch it.
In your mouth?
No.
Oh, alright. Lame.
Alright, so... so, the bird is just veering right towards where you guys are coming right now. Roll initiative.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah, I forgot I gotta have this pulled up right here.
19.
18.
20. Not
The
a-
natural?
No. I don't get that lucky, dude. Fucking never get that.
That will be.
You didn't erase it on initiative.
You just want us to put it in the chat?
Yeah, just put it in the chat. I'm going to edit.
I'll make sure.
Let's see here. Oh shit. This thing is kind of crazy. Okay. So, oh wow. Okay, so at the top of the round will be Sebastian. The bird is within, I think it's within about 20 feet of you, going just straight ahead of you. And it is about 10 feet in the air.
Now, here's the thing. Is it attacking? Like, what is it trying to
It looks like it's heading towards you, like, with a, almost like how a, hawk would be going towards its prey. It's got its
talons around, yeah.
Mechanical talons around, and it's flying right at you.
Okay, prepare an attack.
Okay.
I gotta jump at it. That's stupid.
You're stupid.
Like, I'm just waiting for it. Like, come on. If it gets near me, I'm gonna swat it down. But
okay.
I'm not gonna provoke it because I don't know who controls this thing. It could just be a defense mechanism.
All right, and so next then will be Artie for the turn.
Yep. And you said it's about 30 feet in a straight line.
20 feet
So,
in a
like,
straight line, 10 feet in the air.
Yeah, so about 30 feet.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
No, it's all good.
Math.
Can I just say I don't know if you guys got new microphones, but all your voices are coming in very smooth today.
No, I think it's just your setup is better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
You've had problems before.
I guess I can...
very smooth.
Oh my god.
Fucking autistic screeches of seek.
Yeah.
Weaponized autism.
Alright, very quickly.
Alright, well, I guess I'll shoot Firebolt at him. Since he's too far away from me to use Shocking Grasp.
Okay, is that a range
Cantrip.
It's a cantrip as a range attack, or does he gotta make a save?
Range attack.
Alright, make your attack roll.
Yep. 16.
To hit? That
Yeah.
hits. Roll damage.
4.
4 damage. You hold your hand out and you shoot your fireball at it with actually really precise aim.
Mm-hmm.
Just shooting it right out of the air. As the fireball connects, you just hear a mechanical whine as it falls down, and you just hear a crash on the ground, and it just breaks into like 100 little pieces.
Messed up, guys. I'm sorry, I'm the room messed up of you guys.
Jeez, man. You didn't have to kill it.
I mean, it's not like I can control it.
The humanoid figure that you saw atop the temple is you actually get a better look at it now. It is a automaton, a nimblewright. Most of you probably won't know too much about nimblewrights because the only one, well, actually, Seek, you've probably seen one before because they're actually used in parades. They're just like little robots that are magically enhanced.
Oh.
They're like humanoid robots. Like steampunk looking gold robots. That's the best way I could describe them. I could probably pull up a picture here in a minute if you guys really want. I probably will later. But as you guys shoot the bird out of the air, it runs into the attic of the temple. And just disappears out of sight.
That'll be a problem for later.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, that was a great combat, guys. Now what?
I feel like we didn't actually need to kill the thing.
Well, it's not like I was trying to kill it. It's just
It's a
no, that's a
small
lie. I did try
bird.
to kill it.
It's a small bird automaton that got murdered. You murdered it. All right, let's go find its corpse.
Yep.
They got
Just gotta
murdered
make
by
use
it.
of it.
All right. So you want to gather up all the pieces of the bird?
Yep.
All right. So it's just a bunch of like gears and pieces of metal. There's nothing like anything really special. Unless you are very good at tinkering, you might be able to fix it. But that's probably going to be very difficult for this party, if I'm being honest.
We're gonna just return the corpse to whatever had that thing.
Can I hold on to all the pieces?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's fine. Do what you want. I'm not in charge of you.
Alright, so as we're walking, like, wherever we're going, the entire time, I'm just trying to put this thing back together.
Like,
That's what I'm doing.
Like a puzzle.
just slamming it together.
Very horribly, yes. I do not have the intelligence for this. Let me look, actually. Oh, actually, I'm not dumb. I'm mediocre, I'm not dumb. Okay, that's good.
Not a below average, but you're not smart.
But
I
are you a
graduated
big
high
brain?
school. What?
Are you a big brain that could put together a very intricate bird?
Oh, hell no. No, I'm not a big brain. Again, I graduated high school with straight C's. There you go. That's the perfect way.
What's
You
high
are
school?
completely average.
True.
Yeah, true.
True. Okay.
In this world, it might be considered secondary school in some cities, in some major cities, but
So,
Seek never went to school.
That's obvious, Seek. That's obvious.
damn. Calling Seek out like that.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Plus, I didn't use the voice.
Yeah, he didn't use the voice. That's
did
fine.
use the voice.
The screech.
Nuts.
Oh,
Every time Seek talks, that's all I hear. The autistic screeches of Seek.
So, do you guys wish to approach the temple?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Carefully.
You're carefully approaching the temple.
In case
So can I-
more birds.
Can I actually roll to see if I can do anything with this thing? Even if it's just break
You're
it
welcome to try.
more.
You are
Alright.
welcome to try.
What do you want me to roll then?
Roll.
Dexterity. Just
Dexterity.
see
Oh
if you
no.
can get it. Jam something in the right hole quickly enough.
Oh god, what would this be under? I know it's under intelligence, but I don't know. What,
Oh,
I don't know what.
Oh, he seemed to not be happy about that.
I mean, I just don't get any
Probably
modifiers.
Arcana.
It could be
Sense.
Arcana, but I would also say it's under just general. I'll say it's under general intelligence, probably.
Yeah.
General
Yeah.
intelligence. All right, I'm going for it.
All right.
Let's see the barbarian piece back together. The bird.
Mhm.
No, it's not happening.
It's not happening.
No.
That's a 9.
A 9.
Yeah, you said just normal intelligence, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
So,
yeah, so it's a
as
9.
you're trying to put this bird back together, you kind of see you're trying to puzzle piece it almost. Like, okay, this piece goes here.
Yes, like it's like a jigsaw puzzle,
the spring
and I don't
goes-
know any of it.
The spring goes here, and then as you're putting it together, like a spring snaps and everything just falls right back apart down on the ground.
All right, I pick it back up,
And
I
try
helped
it
pick it
again.
up.
And
and then try again. Yes, I continuously try. I'm not gonna roll again, but I
Yeah.
mean, this just keeps happening now.
Half of every piece I pick up goes back to Whiskers.
Okay, half of every piece.
If I pick up 2 pieces, one ends up going back to Whiskers.
Okay. Okay.
And that could explain why it keeps falling apart.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, they're shiny. So,
Yeah.
Oh, they're shiny.
yeah.
All right,
Well, some of it might be covered in soot now, but
all right. So we're going in the temple now.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
going to the temple now.
we're having a good day.
We're having a great day. So, you go into the temple. Okay, so you're going to the temple and it's a buzz with activity. There's acolytes going around, just like going over each other's notes. You see other acolytes, showing off their new inventions to others. You see electricity kind of sparks everywhere. You're seeing little robots and stuff like that flying around. You even see one guy kind of just working on making different types of even armor and like weapons. But you see kind of someone in different types of robes. You see a bronze dragonborn. He's dressed a little more elegantly, so you could probably assume that he looks like he's probably the head priest or just a priest. Whereas the others kind of look a little more younger and a little more not so well dressed.
Okay.
It's like the difference between a priest and an acolyte.
Exactly. Like, I'm just trying to be a little more fanciful with my words. But yes, that's exactly a difference between a priest and an acolyte, because this is a priest and they are all acolytes.
Has he taken notice of us walking in?
He is. It's actually a female dragonborn, and she is actually kind of has her back to you guys, talking to two acolytes who look like they're taking some notes on something she's saying.
We just go straight in
Like,
and ask her about it.
Well, how far away is she from the door?
From there, it's a pretty open concept area actually, so there's not really too many doors. But from like the front entrance where you guys walked up through, she's probably about 15 feet from the. She's 15 feet from you guys, and between you and her is the exit, which is about another 20 feet back.
So I'm just gonna start walking towards her and go, excuse me, ma'am. We know she's a girl, right? We can see that from here.
Yeah,
right?
you can tell. She's got the traditional female, figure of
She
a
has
female
dragon
dragonborn.
titties. She's got dragon titties.
Thanks
We
for
can see
putting
that
it
from-
eloquently, Josh. Thank you.
I was about to say,
Dragon titties, yeah.
they must be some good ones if we could see them from the back. Damn. Anyways,
Anyways, so
She's smart.
so the not so bright barbarian's just gonna go forward with this.
all right. She turns. She kind of excuses herself from the two acolytes and turns to you guys. Yes. How can I help you?
I kind of turn around to the group and like, I didn't think this far. Help.
Okay. All right. I got you, Whiskers.
She's looking puzzled as you turn around. Did I say something wrong?
I broke a bird!
And through that,
Alright.
I hand out the bird. I'm
As-
like,
As our loud cobalt friend said, one of you, the automatons, swooped down and tried to attack us, and here's what's left of it.
Oh.
Also, this cobalt has some extra pieces.
I look at Seek like betrayed. Like, Seek.
He wasn't even clever about it. I don't understand how you didn't notice.
Listen. I trusted him.
I actually kind of glare at the fish man, and I take out half of what I put in my bag, and I hold it out.
Okay. She looks a little surprised. I guess there must have been a malfunction. I am so sorry this happened to you. She takes the pieces. Did you happen to see anybody around from the temple who was operating this?
Yeah, we actually saw like a tiny robot man. I don't know what you'd call those, but yeah, he kind of was operating the whole bird.
They show up in parades a lot!
She pauses for a second. Her eyes kind of go wide. Oh, Nim. I'm sorry. That was Nim. He was a gift to us, and he likes to make his own creations. but a lot of his creations seem to malfunction.
Oh,
He's-
Sim.
Does that not concern you guys? That a automaton is creating other automatons?
No, it does, but it also doesn't. See, Nim, he...
He's a
Nim,
bastard.
Nim just wants friends. So, Nim just wants more things like him, and we, unfortunately, while we do have a few automatons, he creates most of them. He's the only one who really knows how to, get the fine details of it. Although he is an automaton himself, a Nimblewright, he is also just a genius creator of other Nimblewrights. And he creates ones that we just can't seem to get down. Although they work most of the time, they do have some kinks to work out with some of them.
That seems problematic.
I turn to the party. Why would it be bad if he's creating more? Kobolds create more kobolds!
Yeah, but you guys, there's a lot more effort in it for you.
Kind of pat Seek's head. I'm like, different kind of a thing we're talking about here. not that.
Shh, I don't know. I've never seen a mechanical man be made.
The problem is he can make more mechanical men that can make more mechanical men that can make more mechanical men. Up until
Yeah,
the point
just
where-
like kobolds!
Well, more like goblins, where people will eventually have to deal with them. Because resources, it's all about resources, my friend.
So, where can we find this Nim?
Yes, I would definitely like for Nim to apologize to you for what he has done. So I will take you to him. He is in his workshop in the attic. Now I have to I will have to be there with you because Nim actually does not speak. Instead, he likes to communicate through a various sign language that he develops, and only us here in the temple know how to communicate with him. He does understand what you're saying, though.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys.
Wouldn't he go through a lot of sign
What?
language? Wouldn't he go through a lot of signs?
You are a very literal little person, aren't you? Well, anyways.
No.
Okay, hold on. Alright, so... Oh, by the way, my name is, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Valletta. She, exclaims as you guys are walking up the stairs to the attic.
I am Sebastian Krabs.
It's nice to meet you, Mr. Krabs.
Hi, my name's Seek.
And hello to you, Seek. And, you too?
Whiskers.
Already.
Well, it's nice to meet you all. So, what brought you to the Sea Ward today, in general?
Well, we had a small incident, and one of the victim, or no, whatever you want to call them. Yep, that word.
Cause they
Described
witnessed.
a Metaman.
I'm sorry, wait, what?
Described a metal man shooting a fireball and ended up killing quite a few people.
Oh my god. That's... Wow. I can assure you, though, that, it was not Nim. He's been in the temple all day.
And that'd be good. We just need to talk to him, see if he's missing any of his friends.
Well, you definitely can talk to him. You guys arrive to the door to the attic, and she pulls out her key and tries to unlock it, but notices that the lock has been changed. This is unusual. I can't seem to open the door. You guys are welcome to knock and try to see if you can convince him to open it or anything like that. But I don't have a key to open this now.
What kind of door is it?
It is. Hold on. It is just a basic wooden door.
Whiskers.
No. Knock on the door.
Yes.
We're gonna knock on the door. Crew.
No. I want to hear what Artie has to say. Yeah.
I know what he's gonna say. I know what he's gonna say.
Listen. You might, and that's because you're a smart man. I am average. What do you want, Artie?
Go ahead and knock on the door as loud as you can.
Already okay.
So, like knock, like wink knock, or what kind of knock are we talking?
Just give it a good knock.
Okay.
Whiskers, roll a deception check.
I noticed.
Alright.
I noticed. Don't worry.
That is going to be a 10.
A 10. Valletta has not caught on to what you're insinuating.
She is simple then.
Oh, bless her heart.
Or she's
She closed her eyes.
So, Artie, which one?
Just give it a good knock.
Alright, I give the door a good knock.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's see here.
Would you like me to roll for strength?
Okay, just giving it a good knock. Just a knock.
It down.
Fine, the first one's an actual good knock.
Okay, so an actual good knock. You hear what appears to be kind of gears and gyros and footsteps approaching the door. Nim, Valletta says, you have some visitors that would like to speak to you. And she gestures to you guys. Oh, go on.
Nim, we have that bird you threw at us. If you let us in, we'll give you back the pieces. We'll give them back.
Roll a persuasion check.
Ah.
7.
Nope.
All right, here. Okay. All right.
Oh God.
I got this. All right, crew.
It's a 6.
All right. Nim, I am not here to kill you. We just want to talk.
All right.
Persuasion.
Roll persuasion.
I did it.
I did.
23.
23. You hear the lock from the other side. You hear a and the door slowly opens, and you see a mechanical man. Here, let me see if I can pull him up real quick. I'll just show him on my camera. You guys can see my camera, right?
What camera?
Absolutely not.
On Roll20.
No.
Nope.
Haven't for a while.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we've seen you at all today.
They could have had turned it off.
I seen him at one point, like right when I joined, but I mean, it might have turned off by then.
I see you just fine, so.
That's weird. Huh. Well, okay, so I guess I'll just pull it up real quick. Hold on. Give me like 3 seconds here, because I just want you guys to fully understand what you're seeing.
Is he made out of meat and flesh?
Oh my God.
Oh, it could be.
Actual, like, human bone and...
Now, I have made an assumption on what you're showing us. I could copy and paste a image into Discord.
Actually, no, that'd be great.
This is what I've been getting. Second.
You guys on Discord right now?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm seeing LOL. Oh,
I believe that's what you're.
freaking
Oh, no.
musketeer.
Pretty much, yeah. Without the sword and without the cape, but that's the general look of what you're looking at. Yes.
Okay.
That's what I've been thinking.
Okay.
Now that bends my expectations.
Yeah, that's probably closer to what he is. Is he an alcoholic?
He's not an alcoholic, and he's not asking you to bite his shiny metal ass.
Damn.
Alright, excellent.
All right, so yeah, it's just they're basically just lightweight. They are made of predominantly metal and wood, and they are very agile.
Huh. Agili. Okay.
So I am holding out the pieces though to the little robot man as he's opening up the door.
He holds out both of his mechanical hands in like a cup motion to gather all the pieces, and you kind of see a shoulder shrug as it looks down, and Valletta kind of catches the cue from Nim. It's okay, Nim. You can always build another one. Don't give up on it. He walks over to a nearby workbench, and he drops the the pieces of the bird on the table. So you had some questions for Nim. Nim, do you mind answering these fine party's questions?
Say fine, but yeah. Who wants to get this one today, guys?
I mean,
Like, I like when Kermit the Barbarian talks, but
I'll do it if nobody else wants to. It will not go well.
that's what I want.
It'll be more fun that way.
I know.
All right, so wait, who has the necklace right now?
The necklace was actually left in a barrel.
Yeah, we had
Son
to
of a bitch.
we had to remember the cops are all sniffing about and shit.
Mm-hmm.
The fireball necklace?
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
all like around.
That's right.
Dak
Yeah.
didn't want to get caught with it, so he hid it in a nearby barrel across the street from your guys' place.
Son of a bitch. All right. So, Nim, have you happened to leave the temple today?
He shakes his head no.
There's not much I can. There's not much I can go off of that. I can't be like liar.
Oh, you could, but objection.
Objection. All right. Are you sure we have some people? Or we had a. It was a kid, right? I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember that. I'm trying to be very
Yeah.
specific. All right. We had a kid talking about a little metal man that was around. An incident earlier.
He gestures in a weird gesture towards Valera.
All right. I turn around to look at her and wait for her response. Then.
I'm just doing freaking jutsu hand signs.
I'm watching his hands very carefully.
Valletta kind of looks on in kind of disappointment. He exclaims that he has not left. He's been working on that bird all morning, actually. Valletta is also relaying this information to you guys. But he has been building other Nimblewrights lately. And one has gotten loose. And he Valletta also gestures. There's also, you guys didn't really notice this in this little attic that has a lot of clutter. Hanging up on the back wall are unactivated Nimblewrights. There's 3 of them. And then it looks like there's a 4th hook for one. And it's empty.
Okay.
Valletta shakes her head at Nim, like, why didn't you tell me, Nim? It's very dangerous when you lose one of these.
And as she says that to him, like, well, because you told us he couldn't talk, so I think that's why he couldn't tell you.
Oh god, fantastic.
Still
I
watching
take
it.
a step away.
Still watching his hands. Can any of your men cast spells?
He grabs his chin for a second and shakes his head no. Like he had to think about it for a second. But
Can they use things that cast spells?
he then starts a gesture again to Valera.
What does the gesture look like, Devin?
Watching the hands.
If you guys can see
What
my
does it look
camera
like?
for some reason, I don't know. I'm just literally doing like
wanna see-
ninja jutsu signs from Naruto right now.
Yeah,
And here's a bird, here's a bird. Hand sign. Fly away. But, so, Valletta relays. He says that, in theory, they could. I mean, any living creature can use magical items, and Nibblerites are pretty much almost like living automatons. They have... I mean, you can tell right here from Nim, he has his own consciousness.
So, Nim, the next thing I'm going to ask you is very important.
He
Can they be dangerous?
Oh god,
He
you
kind of-
don't even need to ask
He
that.
kind of backs up for a second, kind of scared of your question. Very timidly.
Nim,
and then-
I'm not questioning you. I'm questioning the ones you're making, alright? You seem like a kind little automaton? I don't know what to call you, I'm so sorry.
Nimblewright is the word.
Nimble, right?
He starts a gesture, and you can see he's kind of timid with these gestures. Yes, Valletta says they can be dangerous if not made
Okay.
correctly. Or if
So
they are
then,
in the wrong hands.
have you ever experienced them be violent to either you or anyone else around the temple?
He kind of turns his head towards a broken table that's in the corner of the room next to the other Nimblerites, and just kind of does a yes gesture with his head, shaking his head up and down, and then starts.
Okay.
Then after that, he starts gesturing again. The one that got away got physical with Nim as it escaped and actually broke through Nim onto that table.
Are you okay, Nim?
He gestures yes.
Okay.
I
Well,
suppose sometimes our children don't always act the way they're supposed to.
what do you mean sometimes? They never do.
Yeah, you're right.
Well,
Do Nimblerites have any preference for a place of safety?
Jesus Christ, that was the most intelligent thing you said in a while.
I know, I feel like we all turn to him and look at him like, oh?
Jeez.
What? When I'm scared, I like to hide someplace safe.
He starts to gesture to Valletta, and of course, Valletta again relays. He says that they would come here. As he is the creator, they usually come to him for safety. But this one,
Okay.
it's malfunctioned, so he does not know what parameters this one's operating under.
Well, Nim, is there any way that you can guarantee us for him to, like, come to you or come to, like, a location?
Or somewhere we can find them?
He turns around, and he starts. He grabs a device off the table. I'm going to show an image of the device in the Discord. And hold on. There it is. So
I don't
Oh.
even want to know what that is.
Oh,
That
Okay.
doesn't seem like something for finding. It seems like pudding. It's
Yeah.
a thing for pudding.
Yeah.
he starts doing his hand gestures to Valletta and like really rapidly like offended by your question almost. He then he says to then Valletta relays, no, that's what he calls a Nimblewright detector. She actually looked kind of shocked and amazed that he built this. Let me see here. Let me see here. How's it work?
But here's the thing: he knew what we were insinuating, which is interesting to me, and I take note of that.
What were we insinuating?
That it looked phallic.
Yeah,
Oh, I was still just paying attention to his hands.
I know.
Yeah, we know.
That's fine.
You look up slightly. You're like, okay.
Well, I mean, he's holding it, so I mean,
Well, yeah.
Okay, so
Well, I guess.
so basically, he then gestures. He's gesturing how it works to Valletta, and she's actually looking kind of amazed at his ingenuity at making this. So basically, how it will work is to activate the device, you hold down the trigger, and if the device is within 500 feet of another Nimblewright besides Nim himself, the umbrella will spin around, and you'll start hearing clicking noises from it. And the faster the clicks, the closer you are to the Nimblewright.
how many times can it be used?
It says it can be used as much as until it's broken. So as many times as you need
I'm
it
actually really concerned about how Intelligence Seek sounds right now.
I'm already holding my hands up for it.
I'm actually very concerned. Like, what's going on here? This doesn't sound like our happy-go-lucky Seek boy.
Well, if I can offer a little insight, kobolds are quite ingenuitive. They build traps and stuff like nuts. So creating things falls a bit closer into what Seek is familiar with than culture. This is just a gadget.
Okay.
Plus
I'm
also
still concerned.
a scared Nimblewright who's afraid to come back home. I mean, backstory. Hello.
But you're a scared Nimblewright, afraid to come back home?
I'm a scared kobold afraid to go back home.
Poor little
I mean, I ran away, so. But that's that. Hopefully it feels a little unforced with that description.
What?
Or that
We didn't
information.
ask. We actually haven't had many intelligent conversations with you, Seek, so getting any kind of backstory other than... Yeah!
I mean, you got to find the right topics.
So, okay.
Shiny things.
If you,
So-
if you ask a math book about poetry, you're not going to get any smart answers.
Well, here's the thing. Why would you talk to a math book anyway?
I don't
You
know.
wouldn't get any answers, actually.
I think we're talking to a robot, so.
Anyways,
Yeah,
But,
Nim,
yeah.
the subject.
I asked that, and I've already got my hands out for it.
and so I'm going to quickly put his hands down.
Nope.
Be like, give
Fighting
you
it.
fighting it. Okay.
Fighting it.
And I look at. Okay, I see the determination in Seek's
It interests
movement, and I'm like, Seek, do you promise not to break this?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Nim, if you don't mind, could we take that so we could find your friend or your creation? I don't know what you consider it actually. Do you consider them friends?
Oh, and before any of this
I'd
happens,
say it's more like a father-son.
I go right up to
Oh.
Seek and say, "Give me something shiny as collateral for that, so that you do not damage it."
Good idea, Sebastian. That's better than trust.
What's collateral?
Oh
You
God.
hand me something that belongs to you that you like, such as a shiny thing. I hold on to it until we give this thing back.
Have I been handed the detector yet?
Well, he's jockeying for position to try to get it, but like,
I'm not climbing up Nim to try to get it. Like, I have my hands out, like I want it.
He does hand it to you without any problems.
So so you suggesting that I set it down and start rummaging through my bags because let's see what I have.
Okay.
As you're rummaging through your bag, Valletta kind of speaks up. am so sorry that a creation from this temple has been causing so much trouble. If you are willing to help make this right, we'll definitely let you take that detector with you, as it will be imperative on your journey. But if you can bring back proof that you have taken care of the nimble right, we would be willing to at least give you a 500 gold reward.
Oh,
Side
damn.
question though, this Nibblewright, what capabilities does it have? Like how has it been constructed, and is it even possible for us to capture it?
I wouldn't suggest capturing it. They're very tricky. If
So
they're
from you,
captured.
like from her saying that, can I pay attention to like how Nim is reacting to that?
He seems unfazed.
Okay.
Let me see here. I just had it pulled up.
Because I've got a pretty cool net right here, and I'm pretty good at capturing things.
Okay, so Nimble writes as so. Besides their uses as, we use in parades. We also do send them out to. When we do create them, we usually do send them out to nobles and people of wealth as bodyguards, because they make for uncorruptible bodyguards usually. They are very nimble and very quick with their actions, and most of them are very well. They're good for assassinations as well. As
Yeah, we seen that.
let me see
Sorry,
here.
continue.
And they can be repaired. You have to completely destroy it, as even if it's even remotely operational, it can be repaired and come back.
Okay.
What do you want us to bring it back?
Well, I mean, under what context? Does it automatically repair itself, or if I lop its arms off, throw it in a bag, is it going to be able to repair without the arms being in
It
there?
would definitely need a third party to repair it.
Okay. So we could technically disarm it, literally, and bring it back.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
I hold out a dagger to Sebastian, because Sebastian seems to like weapons.
Also, there is one other thing. As they are magic beings, they are known to be resistant to magic-based attacks.
Are they resistant to smite?
Landon, I'm going to need help with this rule check. Would smite, because I know smite does holy damage. Does it count as a Well, I guess it says it counts as magic to ignore resistances.
It's a spell, so
But it's also a physical thing, too.
smite. Smite is magic.
Yeah, but I'm actually bludgeoning something with a hammer or an axe.
Well, it sounds like the smite itself would be
May-
like a magical
pull up-
attack.
Yeah.
May I pull up nimble rights
Yes, you may.
for this?
I will let you metagame for this one, because I'm reading it right now, and I'm reading the information about it, but it doesn't really kind of give that information. And I'm allowing metagaming here just because you do have a expert on nimble rights here instructing you on how to take one down. So I think it is
Are you referring to its magical resistance?
yes, magic resistance.
It's just advantage against saving throws for
You know,
spells and
you're
magic
right.
abilities.
I am sorry. Thank you for clearing that up. I read that too fast.
Now it does have resistances to non-magic attacks from weapons.
Yes.
So either hit it with magic, but it's gonna have a better chance of evading it, or hit it with not magic, and it's gonna be resistant to it.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. I
So
was skimmed too
basically,
fast.
all I need to do is just do what I normally do and just say smite, and I could have both the best, or the best of both scenarios.
Smote it out.
Basically, yeah, because there's no saving throw for your smite. You've already hit. You're just pumping magic into it.
Are they allergic to lightning?
No.
No.
Are they allergic to lightning?
You gotta ask.
And I say that because, one, I didn't check.
Yeah. What about water?
I also didn't check.
It doesn't say anything. Let's just say it's you can hit them with that stuff if it's magical in nature. Which, I mean, I don't know how you're going to get lightning without casting magic, but so.
Yeah, but I can also make things. I can do water stuff, so that's cool.
Water stuff.
Water stuff, just.
But I've held out a sheathed dagger as collateral, Sebastian.
Okay, that counts.
I had to say sheath because I didn't want it to sound like I'm holding a dagger to you.
It wouldn't concern me anyway. There's nothing you could do to harm me.
Oh, yes, there is.
With a dagger, no. With magic, yes.
Okay. So,
I take it and I say, thank you, Seek. This is better than trust. This is collateral.
All right. As soon as he turns away, I'm already triggering it and testing it with the ones on the wall. Like moving closer to and further away from them and seeing it spin.
all right. So as you're holding down the trigger, the umbrella's spinning around really, really fast, and you hear and like a.
And then as I move away from the ones on the wall,
Yeah, it starts going.
slows down.
Basically, kind of like that.
Okay, well, Nim and her name's Valera, right? Right.
Valletta.
Valletta. Yeah, see, I've been hearing something else.
Yeah.
I think Nim and Valletta, so far, thank you for all the information and all the help that you both have given. But Nim, I don't know how much you would be willing to part with that little bird, but if you fix him up, I'd be more than willing to pay for him. I think he's a great little invention of yours.
He gestures a little bit. Valletta translates. He said he'd be happy to make you one, especially if you can take care of this for us. It would take him about a week to make, but he can definitely have one made for you. And he might be able to just send it out to wherever you want it to be sent out to.
Just give
That
him
would be wonderful.
Just give him our house address.
Yeah.
Valletta, when you say where you live, oh, so you're the new owners of Trost Skull. I've heard about you guys. I'm actually I'm very confident about your success now.
Oh, please don't say stuff like that. That's
you,
how you jinx things.
Yeah, you weren't before, but okay.
I look at Whiskers. Will yours attack random people too?
Huh? I'm sorry, what'd you say? That didn't come through too well over my headset.
Will yours attack random people too?
I don't know, Nim. Will it?
Nim kind of jumps up like no, like shaking his head like a no, like a frantic no, that won't happen kind of gesture.
And Nim, just asking, when we do find your invention, is there a preference to how you'd want it back? Like, do you want it back like your bird over there, or do you want it back a little bit more intact?
He gestures. Is somebody falling asleep?
I know. No?
Well, that sound came from Artie, so...
Yeah, Artie.
Artie. I think he fell asleep.
What about?
He's narcoleptic. What?
We'll keep him on. He'll wake up eventually.
We just hear a snore come from Artie, and like, I'm poking him, and just he's snoring.
So Valletta translates what Nim is saying, that he does not have a preference. Take care of it as you wish.
He is sleeping. Some bitch is sleeping.
Alright.
Some bitch.
Well, Artie has collapsed on the ground,
I
sleeping.
imagine he's actually still standing up, sleeping.
Oh, is he? Okay. Then
like
he's
he
still
fell
standing.
asleep standing up.
Oh my god. I can't.
I don't know what his species is about.
So, do you guys think we should get on our way and try to find this automaton before he does this to anybody else? I mean, I know he doesn't have the necklace anymore, but still.
I think Do you think we should? Do you think we should mute him and leave a message for him when he wakes up?
You want to move him
Maybe.
down a channel so he can sleep?
Yeah, let's. Yeah, let's just mute him and we'll send him a message in the chat.
Yeah, just move him down. That way.
Yeah.
Some bitch is sleeping.
I can't. Oh,
I
God.
mean, he's had a history of not being able to be up this early for
Yeah,
D&D.
I know.
But,
we might be now that Steven's not a part of it. We might actually be able to change the time.
So, Dak's been with us, right?
Yes, he's actually been quiet this whole time.
Dak, you've been quiet. You want to take him home? But yeah, I suggest to Dak that maybe he takes Artie home.
I think I can. I think I can manage that. Yes, I'll leave this to you guys.
But yeah, just since none of us can actually move him, only you'd be able to. Just move him down to campaign chat, or we move to campaign chat. Either way.
Oh wait, are we not in campaign chat right now?
No, we're in general.
Okay, yeah, let's switch over to campaign chat then.
That way he can sleep,
You've
but
been
he's still
ditched, some
connected in
bitch.
case he wakes up.
You've been ditched. Fucking left you.
Hold on, I was messaging him, so hold on one second. I'll message him.
Boy, stop playing video games so late.
I think he was probably working.
Oh,
He works overnights.
Oh, that's
Oh.
disgusting. Oh, I hate that shit.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, he works overnights.
That makes sense.
Plant-
Yeah, I get it. I used to do that too, but I also could stay awake for like 3 days straight. So
Yeah. It's fine though. I understand. As long as I feel bad laughing, but it was just kind of funny. Just
Well, it
randomly
was out of
just
nowhere. It's
snoring.
funny.
he
Yeah.
was fucking snoring. How
Mid conversation and just snore, and everyone in the room just looks at him like, and he's asleep, standing up, like.
narcoleptic?
Okay, so maybe,
He's narcoleptic.
well, maybe after the session we can talk about maybe switching to a different time for this. Maybe we can start a little later since we usually were starting this early because Steven had to work early in the day. Maybe we can discuss that
Yeah, we can discuss that.
after the session's
the-
over.
Yeah, even based off my work schedule, I could actually do it more as long as it's not during the week.
Well,
Between the times I
Well,
work.
I actually want to talk to you guys a little bit about that later too, but we'll just focus on the campaign for now. Because I actually do want to be doing a little bit more live streaming during the day, during the week, especially when I switch back to my new schedule after August.
But we can talk about that after
Yes.
we're about to wrap up.
Yeah, we can talk about that the after show. So, what was I? Okay, so you guys
So,
got the detector, just tested it.
He doesn't care how we return his nibble right. She doesn't care how it's returned. They both want it dealt with.
Yeah, and she thinks that'll be easier for you to just destroy it altogether. And Nim just doesn't care. So Valletta actually gestures to you now and interrupts you. In addition to the gold offering, I actually have a few things that might be of use to you on this little endeavor. If you guys would follow me.
All right. Yep, I am down.
Uh, She gestures to Nim, you stay here. We're going to have a talk after I'm done with these fine gentlemen. He just squeamishly kind of shrugs his shoulders and walks away. Like a child.
Hi, Artie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's back. There we go.
Yep.
Welcome back. So,
Tired are we?
2 hours of sleep.
Oh, that's enough sleep.
yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah, we noticed you were asleep. Sorry, bud.
So Artie wakes up and is like, wait, where are you carrying me, Dak? And gets back off.
Alright, so yeah, Dak right now is... Actually, we'll switch over to Artie and Dak real quick. At this point, he was kind of giving Artie a piggyback ride. And Artie wakes up. as a paper bird flies towards Dak. And Dak catches it.
I was about to shoot out of the sky again.
Now, this one's a paper bird. This is what you saw, I think, first session. It's one of those magical,
Messenger.
parchments that basically can
Yeah.
carry messages.
But you got to keep in mind he was just asleep, so he sees something coming at him, and he's like, "Destroy!"
Pretty much.
Just reactionary.
Instead of casting a spell, he just yells, "Fireball!" And nothing happens.
Yeah, too tired to cast a spell, even a cantrip right now.
Pretty
Successfully.
much.
So, Dak catches it and lets Artie down. Dak opens up the message because it was clearly going towards him. And his eyes go wide, and he looks to you, Artie. He pats you on the shoulder and says to you, I think this is where we'll be parting ways for a while. Do with the manor all you want. I am going to be leaving Waterdeep as of today. And give my regards to the rest of the party. And he just walks off in a hurry.
Alright.
Alright.
All right, okay. Have fun.
Artie's like, hell yeah.
It already has to break that news to us.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Okay. I meant to do that in the beginning of the session, but I forgot. So.
Yeah, I
It did
noticed.
so well, though.
What?
Work.
Okay.
It did so well.
If it's so well. So, okay.
If anything, you should have just not said anything. It just disappeared.
Yeah. Disappeared into the night.
Because that's what he'd do.
But it's daytime.
Yeah, but he disappeared into the night.
But it's daytime.
Tonight.
Oh. I thought you meant, like, on our walk to the thing.
Okay, so, Valletta pulls you to a table, and she opens up a chest down in the lowest part of the temple again. And she pulls out 4 items that seem a little odd. She's like, I don't know how much of a use these will be to you, but I feel like for taking this on, I should give you a little something anyway. So she's given 4 items total to you guys. She's giving you first, and she's demonstrating how to use them too. Adjustable stilts.
Okay.
That's an arty thing.
Yeah,
No.
they increase the height of any humanoid wearing them by 2 to 5 feet,
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, that's a Sikh deal.
and they're completely adjustable, so for easy storage. Next is a backpack parachute. I don't think I need to describe what that is.
Actually, you might, because we wouldn't know what a parachute is.
Okay. It is a humanoid wearing this piece of gear can deploy a parachute as a reaction while falling, or as an action otherwise. The parachute requires at least 10 feet a 10-foot cube of unoccupied space in which to deploy. It doesn't open fast enough to deploy the fall if it's a fall that's under 60 feet. And it has enough time and space to deploy properly. It allows the wearer to land without taking fall damage. Once it's been used, it takes 10 minutes to repack. Next is a barking box. It's a 6-inch. It's a little metal cube, and I think it's like 6 inches squared. It has a little crank on top. Using an action to wind the crank activates the box for 8 hours. While active, the box barks whenever it detects vibrations within 15 feet of it. As long as the box and the source of vibration are in contact with the same ground or substance, a switch on one side of the box set to the device to emit either a small dog's bark or a large dog's bark. Basically, it's a motion detector that's basically what it is. The last
Pretty
one.
dope.
It's like one of those little chirping birds that whenever it moves, it chirps annoyingly. But
Yes.
for dog barks.
Yes. Matchless pipe is the last item you get. It is a pipe, a little smoking pipe, that it has a flint switch built into it for easy lighting.
Okay.
It's a self-lighting pipe.
Well, I don't need any of these things, but hey, crew, do you guys need any of this stuff?
I still have the detector.
Zeke, you don't need collateral for this stuff. Does any of this stuff seem interesting to any of you guys? Because I am just not really. I don't really need it.
I want the stilts.
Of course. Those seem like the most useful thing in the pack or the pile.
You know, considering I can fly, the stilts don't do much for me.
I'll
Yeah.
take the lighter thing because you never know.
Hold on. Let me just see here.
Guess I'll use a parachute.
And then I get the box.
Oh God, yes, yes, please.
Wait, did you say he's getting the barking box?
Yes,
Yes.
he is.
Guys, tonight I'm going to crank that and shake it. While everyone is asleep.
I know. In your basement dwelling.
Yeah.
Maybe. How loud is it?
Yeah, won't we?
So again, it has a switch. It's very loud, but it has a switch on the side to change what type of barking it is. So basically, I'm just going to say it has a Chihuahua setting and then a boof setting.
The boof.
Oof. Oh, like a bull mastiff.
Yeah, like a oh, oh.
Oh.
Which those can resonate.
Does it have a Snoop Dogg setting?
Snoop Dogg. Da 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 da.
No. Let's go with a Nate Dogg setting. I enjoy him more.
I don't know many songs. I only know Nate Dogg songs by like the stuff he does with Eminem. I don't think I know any of his like solo songs.
Rough Rider. Oh, not Rough Rider. Regulator.
I don't know it.
No, okay.
Okay, so who's taking what again? Sorry. So
All right.
Seek's taking
I
the bark
get-
box.
I get the pipe. Or the. Is it a pipe or just a lighter?
It is a self-lighting pipe, so you don't need a
Alright.
separate like source of fire to light it.
And then I got the parachute, and then
I have
Which
the
there's-
stilts.
yeah.
I love how like the I think tallest or second tallest character, and the character who can just change his shape is the one taking the stilts.
Listen. Now, if I have to hit anything in the sky, it's down. It's coming down to me.
Down. It's coming down.
That's the whole reason I wanted
He's
them.
going to it.
Okay.
You know what? This barbarian, OP now. All right.
Now,
I'm coming for the flying ones.
how well will you be able to control those while raging?
True. I don't know.
Think about anything. Just do.
Exactly. When rage, don't use brain. Use less word as well.
So, Valletta just sends you guys on your way. Remember that the nimble right detector only has a 500-foot range, so you might want to just kind of walk around all the wards as you are looking for this rogue nimble right. And also be aware that there are other nimble right out there. We do make them for the more wealthy buyers, the more wealthy of Waterdeep.
Out of character, who was the group that wanted to purchase the manor?
That wanted to purchase the manor?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking about the guy that
Oh,
wanted
Okay, so
The guy that it didn't get sold to because it got given to us.
okay, that guy, yeah. That would be Emic Froon. He is a just basically a guy who just wanted to open a new bar, and he got bought out by
Fancy boy.
Volo. He got
Right.
bought out by Volo.
I I'd
do
like
this,
to.
nothing with it.
I'd like to ask if one of them, if one of the Nimblebots got sold to that guy.
The name does not sound familiar, unfortunately. Again, we sell them for very high prices, so you got to be pretty wealthy to afford one of these, or possibly owning your own large company.
Okay.
Don't worry, Artie. We'll discuss that guy later.
hmm
Okay. So,
Out of nowhere, Seek just says, "What if we had a ghost butler and a robot maid?"
Okay. Yeah, that seems like
okay. She's just kind of learned to just go along with whatever you say.
yeah, we do too. We do too. Just don't acknowledge him too much. Just enough. Passively be aware of what he's doing, just so you don't let him take all your stuff.
Okay, well, I guess I will send you all on your way, and thank you for taking this on for us.
You're welcome.
My only concern is please don't just go around. Make sure you destroy the right one and not attack all the Nimblerites out in the city. We don't want to have. That's going to put a lot of work on us here if we have to go repairing dozens of Nimblerites.
We'll
Okay.
do what we can.
Okay. So, you guys exit the hall in the temple, and you are now in you're kind of like on the border of the dock and sea wards. What do you wish to do?
So, we're looking for a metal man that doesn't belong to anyone.
Yep.
And that's all my brain gets.
Well, he might actually belong to somebody, Zeke. That's the thing. He might be under someone's control. There's a lot of details we don't know, Zeke.
Processing.
I know. That's why I allowed it to kick in.
Well, do we want to start from square one, or do we think it's actually someone we might know already? Do we even
seems
think
like-
he's owned? That's the first question, I guess.
Well, would he have been sold to someone if he was violent towards Nim?
I think he broke out. So I mean, someone would have had to have taken him in if he was owned.
We actually failed to ask when the robot automaton escaped.
I think he gave us the information actually. He said like that happened at one. He said that he got smashed through the table and then the robot.
I forgot to include that information, but it was within the last few days, if not a week.
Okay, so it wasn't recent, but it wasn't like a time period that wouldn't be reasonable for him to be captured or manipulated. You know,
So, I'm basically just activating the rod and dowsing around with it. I'll find something!
Are we still close to the temple?
Basically,
You're basically right outside.
yeah, outside on me.
Yeah. So is that going off? I mean, I guess that's another question. Is that going off because we're still close?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. You actually activated it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you,
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
around.
yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
I would say, yeah, you do. It is still going on. It's pretty much still there.
how about we don't activate it yet? How about we leave like the temple a little bit and then we start activating it? How's that?
Okay. I can't activate it.
Where secrets gather, the cold snaps and the wind bites.
I'm assuming we walk about 50 feet, and then I activate it again because we walked away from the temple.
Are you guys heading more towards docks, or where are you guys
Spent a lot of time in the
What? Basically, what Seek is figuring, like, if we can get a vague idea of where the Nibblewrights are, we can compare how fancy their huts are, and the fancy huts have clothes. If it's a broken down hut, then chances are it doesn't belong to someone, and there shouldn't be one of those fancy, expensive metal men there.
Yeah, so
There is a metal
Can
man
you
there.
convey that to us in intelligent terms, or is it just something that you can get right now?
That's something I'm thinking in my brain for now.
Imagine what happened if you could actually tell us.
And it's been since I am wandering around with it activated. It just hasn't thought, or it hasn't occurred to him that maybe he should explain the
Well, maybe we should head back to the manor and start from there if we're not having a particular spot.
I will say you still have the thing turned on, right?
Oh yeah, once we walked 50 feet from it, I turned it back on.
All right, so I'd say you're about 50 feet from it. I remember it does detect within 500 feet the Nibblewrights. But I'll say probably because of how high up it is, I will say it's probably you're not going to catch any more of those Nibblewrights anymore. Just based on how high they are and how far you've walked and stuff like that. I'll say you guys are about right here on the map. If you guys are paying attention on Roll20. So it's still going off, but it's weaker now.
All right. And as we basically, as it gets stronger and weaker, we're either heading towards or away from a Nibblewright.
Yes.
I'm assuming Seek is frantically running around like a fool,
Okay.
trying to figure out what direction to head.
I don't
Okay.
disagree with that.
Okay,
I
so
I don't run too far away from the party, but I am just walking left and right and back and forward again and back and forward again, and yeah.
And I am just walking at a casual pace, keeping up with you, but also allowing you to do your own thing because clearly there's no stopping you.
okay, so I'm going to try my best to describe what is going on. So I need more bookmarks for this, but still. So as he's walking, okay, so it's going off more when he's pointing in two directions. So we'll say that over here, if you pay attention to the map, that's where you guys came from. That is where the temple is. So when he walks towards that direction, the clicking increases. When he walks towards this direction as well, the clicking increases as well.
T-Pain.
The clicking is increasing as well.
Where do we
If you walk north, it starts to go silent.
start real quick? Sorry.
Restart, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so
where do we start? We have to draw a
I'll
line.
just do directions. So every time you walk towards north to northeast area, I guess that'd be north to northeast area. That is when it starts to. Basically, if you go from this area, that's when it starts to go silent. But when you start to walk towards this area or this area, it starts to click again.
Okay. Basically, I'm doing this. I guess you all mentioned we were going to the manor. I'm basically doing this, whatever path it takes us, all the way home, through the entire city, if necessary.
Okay. Well, I will say that going the way it's clicking right now will take you in the opposite direction of your home right now.
I am fine with that.
I'm sorry.
I'm just following the little critter because he seems to.
I'm basically just getting, for the DM, I'm basically just getting vague areas of activation and deactivation.
Okay. So, I'm zoomed in. Does it show you guys what I'm zoomed into?
No.
Okay. So, if you zoom in on that area, where it says Sale Street and Dock Street, where I was showing earlier.
Sale Street, got that?
Yeah, the top left.
So, as you
Okay.
walk down toward, I'd say you're going down towards Dock Street, it's where it's getting more and more. It's starting to increase.
So we go this way.
Yes.
That's
You know what? You have the better idea than me. You are a much more intelligent person than me. So yeah. You start.
Can you all see my line?
So you go down this
Yeah.
way.
Okay.
I'd say you get about to this point here, and it's starting to go crazy. You see a boat, large boat in the docks, and coming off the boat carrying packages, it looks like a trading ship, is a Nimblewright.
Okay, so, boop. See it, keep going.
You keep going. You just ignore it.
Yeah. Yep.
That's basically what I'm doing is, I'm just getting an idea of where they could all be.
Okay, so we're going to ignore that one.
Yeah, he's doing things. Oh, I took a picture of the thing I've been painting as we're talking.
Oh, did you put it in Discord?
Yeah.
Sweet. Let me check this out. Oh, I'm on. I like looking at your all your guys' creations.
It's not
Ooh.
done yet, but I wanted to give it an underglow of like that metallic blue. So then I'm gonna coat some more stuff in silver.
Have fun.
Alright, so strong signal there. I'm going to, I guess, take a turn down this alley, down to this street.
Okay, so just gonna ignore that Nimblewright on the docks. Okay.
Take note of it, but ignore it, yeah.
I guess so.
Okay.
And then, looking, hey, this is where we, fought the guy, yeah?
I think so. Yeah.
Looking that way.
Yeah. Well, where you fought the guy was about. If you're talking about the assassin, it would have been
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
right in here.
yeah.
Right in here.
So, ish. But alright, I guess basically just tell me where signals start going crazy or getting strong or whatever.
All right.
And I'll
So
just start passing through the city.
keep going through the city. It's actually gone silent for a little bit. Just keep making.
All right.
I guess we'll just keep doing this. Okay. Still silent. Still silent. And this is just a fun little dash. You guys are just chasing down this Seek as he's holding it up in the air like. Ah! You hear another one. It starts to go off. It's getting stronger as you go down that way, down Presper Street, and then you start
Okay.
hearing it going down Street of the Six Casks.
So, I go this way, it starts getting weaker, double back.
Right here. All right, it starts going crazy when you approach this building right here, and you see walking outside the building as you're passing it by is a very wealthy-looking man. He's dressed to the T's in the finest robes, and walking beside him is a Nimblewright.
Alright.
This one is armed with a rapier.
Ignore it.
Gonna keep going.
Keep going.
Sharp turn.
Oh, sharp turn. Okay. As you walk away from the Nimblewright, it starts to go silent again. Let's see here. Hold on. It's still silent. Okay.
Basically, I'm just
Still-
drawing a path.
Yeah, it's still silent. You're not hearing anything while you're in the South Ward anymore or the Dark Ward anymore. As you're walking around, you haven't heard anything in quite a while. It's probably been about 20 minutes of you just kind of running around the whole city, just chasing down Seek as he's running around with this contraption.
Now, running would be more like a hurried walk, not necessarily like sprinting. Just saying.
You pass by, it starts going off again, but you clearly see up ahead, you see another Nimblewright accompanying a young noblewoman.
Over here in the court?
Yeah, in the caravan court. You see her right about here.
Alright, so nothing special yet.
No. I'm finding this way too amusing.
Let's keep doing what he's doing.
And now we're dead.
Just
Okay.
keep letting him do
All right,
what he
you're
wants.
off. You're off map here. Give me 1 second. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna get a new map. So, you head off to North Ward and you start going towards Troll Skull Alley again.
Awesome. Let's go home.
And as you approach Troll Skull Alley, it goes off.
Oh no.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, but you are able to ascertain, because you're kind of just doing this thing, just listening for when it goes off. It's actually just north of Troll Skull Alley is where you're going to be going. You're going to still be in the North Ward, so in the same ward that you were in, and you come upon a huge manor.
Surprise! It's Troll Skull!
Nope. This one actually has a label on it, and it's actually well maintained. There is a sign on it that says Gralhund Manor.
Okay.
Let me see here. Okay, so let me see here.
Roll.
Okay. So, it is gated off. The building is gated off. It's a little bit larger than what you guys have.
I hate
But the Nimblewright detector is going crazy at this point.
Hold on.
Well, that seems like where we should check.
Let me see here. Okay, so, I guess none of you would really know anything about these people, so I can't really, since, Dak's not here to, be the info dump.
I mean, we still haven't talked to, my friend,
Oh,
Miss Tree.
Miss Tree. But, so yeah, there is a locked gate right in front of you in a huge manor. Like, let me see here. It sits in the middle of an upper-class residential neighborhood in the North Ward. Let's see here. The street that you're on is full of hustle and bustle, and more people of the high-class variety are what you see. More the wealthy types. It is enclosed and surrounded by a 12-foot-high stone wall. And, let me see here. It just... You guys are starting to get kind of curious looks from the neighbors around you as you can clearly tell that they can clearly tell that you all are not residents of this area per se. They can just tell by looking at you.
What? Are they suggesting that a kobold can't be a high-class citizen?
Yes, they
Actually,
are very
yeah.
racist.
Yeah, they actually know for a fact that you can't be a high class citizen.
Well, joke's on them. I can be higher than all of them.
Well, no, because you don't have the stilts.
I have the wings, though.
That only allows you to glide, don't you?
Do what?
That only allows you to glide, right?
Well, he has to
No,
jump
I can
off-
flap.
Okay.
He's got to jump
just-
off a roof.
It's just not as fast as walking.
Okay,
Foolish Cabald.
so
He's fine.
you come across this Growlhund manor. What do you wish to do?
This is difficult because normally we would diplomacy or try to figure something out, but it's been a couple of days since violence.
Well, there's clearly a metal man in there. But we don't know what it looks like or if it acts weird.
But it is in a curious location.
Surrounded by fancy people?
Well, I mean, just based on proximity of where we were. And those kind of necklaces are not cheap. That I observed.
How far are we from?
You are probably about a 15-minute walk from Tulsa.
15 minutes?
Yeah, walk.
How far away is
Skip. I would say you could shave off a good 5 minutes. But you have to see
What about just sprinting?
you'll probably sprint back all the time.
See, completely forgot about that necklace. Wonder if it's still there.
maybe. Okay.
Where secrets gather, the cold snaps from the
Well, we
wind
have an idea, but we can't get in. And there are people
and
looking
your
at us
thoughts shift
with accusatory eyes, as if we are not fit to be in this area.
So, nothing new for
A daily occurrence for Seek, but me is actually quite annoying. Paladin. These humans and noble folk are nothing compared to my kind.
Lulz.
Yeah.
All right. Well, real quick, I think we're going to take a 5-minute break if anybody needs to go use the bathroom or anything.
Okay.
All right. Everybody poops.
Yep, everybody poops.
And then that, for those that don't go, that gives us time to maybe think and plan.
Exactly. Or gives the DM time to set up.
Like, I'm just curious what Seek wants to do. That little goober.
I mean,
Figure.
Goober.
this is as far as my brain took me to. Was figure out the potential spots. This being the most potential because it's very nearby.
I know. This is just proximity. We don't actually know if this is a hostile thing.
And it's only when we haven't seen performing work for a potential.
Well, because it's inside.
Exactly. If a metal man acted differently, knew he acted differently, would he not try to hide as much as possible?
There's also that scenario of
Like, well, so in artificial intelligence development, there's this whole thought process like artificial intelligence wouldn't want to be changed or turned off because being changed or turned off changes affects or keeps them from doing what they value to do. If you make a AI that wants to collect stamps, changing it or turning it off keeps it from collecting stamps. So it wouldn't want to be changed or turned off. Yeah, this thing is valuing its survival because it knows there are things that want to.
Well, there's also the thought process. You have to do everything in its power based on its already pre-programmed parameters. So it wouldn't be able to do something that it wasn't initially programmed to do.
But
Unless
I was just giving if it knows it's in danger by being out in the open, it's not going to stay out in the open. If it can't act in a manner that lets it hide in plain sight, it's not going to hide in plain sight.
But yeah, but that's us operating off the assumption that it's as smart as its creator, which is that other automaton guy. It could very easily not be.
It could easily not be, but we also have no evidence for against. We haven't, for example, spoken to any of the other nimble rights to gauge the ignition. This is all stuff that I'm thinking as a player.
This is all hypothetical.
Yeah.
We can't know.
So, things we could do. We could go talk to the other ones, try to figure out, okay, what does a nimble right normally act like? And then try to talk to this one, and see how it's different. And get evidence that way. 2, we can go get the necklace and see if it reacts to the necklace. If it reacts to the evidence of its potential violence. Assuming this is the same with that. Yeah. Shoot, we could be dealing with 2 nimble rights. This is just one that got away, and the other one's one that's actually bought and being told to do this thing.
Maybe. But
Or we can just go knocking on the door. Wink,
yeah,
wink.
we could probably just not.
Like, I have a few spells that could knock on a door very good.
We're not killing anyone until we have to.
I mean, is a door a person?
No, you don't know it. How do you know it's not one of those living doors?
I've never met a living door, so I don't know if it was
But you
everything.
wouldn't know it was alive until you talked to it.
If you kill something you didn't know it was alive, is it murder?
Right now, yes. It's like the Schrodinger's cat deal.
Like, if you think you killed a dead body, is it murder?
Well, how did you know it was dead? Yeah.
If you kill what you think is a dead body,
And it turned out to be alive.
not anymore.
Yeah, it's not made in a dead body.
So you made yourself right. But yeah. So my player brain is like, those are the 3 options we have. The really long game of checking our P's and Q's and getting evidence. The slightly shorter game of taking a quick walk back to the manor, seeing if the necklace is still there. Or a short game of let's knock on the door.
What do you think this thing? What are you? What you know, murder? Or do you
I don't think Sync knows what murder is.
Good, because we couldn't do murder. We couldn't do murder. I couldn't. Paladin, even though I'm a paladin of domination or whatever.
There's the Oathbreaker. But yeah,
Would be disappointed.
So I actually gotta go. I work at 12 and I still have to get ready. So
So you gotta go.
yeah, I gotta go.
Alright.
So I do apologize. Oh, sorry.
Here then. Sorry about that. I forgot you had to work at noon today. Or 12:30.
No, you're fine.
So Just to recap, we have just found a place called Gralhund Villa, or Manor. It's actually called Villa, but I'll just continue to call it Manor from this point forward. You guys don't know anything about Gralhund Villa, and you guys are ascertaining a way to get inside. I think that's an okay spot to leave off for this session. This was a little bit of a shorter session than usual, but that's fine. I'm sorry we had to start later. Stay tuned for the after show.
Well, that's all right, because that gives us a week or two to kind of chat back and forth and come up with what we're going to do, and we can start next session actually taking action.
Yes, and I can guarantee I'll be a lot more prepared than this time.
Because right now we have a Schrodinger's robot situation going on where we don't know.
But so, a couple things I guess we need to talk about. It being possible to start later, because we're down one Steven. It being possible to play more often than once every other week, because we're down one Steven.
I don't know about playing D&D. Well, okay, we'll get to that in the after show. Let me just close this out of this stream real quick. Thank you everybody for watching. Subscribe to the channel for updates on what we're doing. Subscribe to my Twitter feed. I try to update on when we're changing, any changes come about the streams. And see y'all next time. And stay tuned. I will be pulling up the after show here on the same YouTube channel here in a moment.